Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. On first down, Madden. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing again. Madden. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Throwing on first down. Madden. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And a loose football. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expect it to go. And I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well, seemingly in control. And that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there. Turned the ball over. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. They will throw on first down with Burrow. This goes out wide for Mixon. And some space here. There's the stiff arm. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
I'm on, right?
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And we'll We'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw again. Madden. Complete. It's Dotson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Madden got his man complete over the middle. It's Lawrence. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Madden. Blitz coming, and down he goes. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Madden. Complete to right. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
On for the field goal try, Jonathan Garibay. But Garibay's kick is good. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
11, Thomas.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. The 30. Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Madden. Over the middle, complete. It's Lawrence. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35. Off the play fake. Madden. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll run with Gibson. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Counter play. Here's Chandler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They run the toss now with Gibson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Garabay's kick is good.
And the lead is down to 9. It's 15-6.
Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On second and very short, Burrow. And his throw here is incomplete.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward
trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught inside the 5.
Touchdown, Washington.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
The extra point up and good by Garibay.
And the lead is down to 2.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Burrow.
Again, that's Hurst.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
11 MT, 11 MT, 11 MT, Tate, 11 MT.
Again, it's Burrow. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
11 MT, Tate, 11 MT, Tate.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. The Bengals in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign.
Here we go.
They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Now it's Burrow.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, we got to go score.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep.
Ready?
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
William Jackson with a pick.
And the Commanders are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Madden.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Off play action. Madden. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Here we go. 11.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They're a touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. McPherson now for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Trying to shake off the interception for the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Looking to throw. Madden. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Madden. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And some room to work. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. Charles, he was looking for just a short throw. Kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. The final shot before break. Madden, he's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we
welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
There it is. The defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up.
They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first-down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they?
To the air again, Burrow. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
Here we go.
Mixon. Trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Mixon again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Joe Mixon, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here's Chandler on 2nd down.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Looking to throw. Madden. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
11.
On third down, Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Slot man moves right. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Chandler. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Madden. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders get a bit closer.
Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
The Garibay back out there now to send this one away. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
He sets to fire deep.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Throwing to start the drive. Madden. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Off the play fake. Madden. He finds, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time.
Ron Rivera scowling down on the sideline, and he's thrown out the red challenge flag.
They go play action here on first down.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They'll look to throw again. Complete to running.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Off play action. Madden. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
They'll try and sneak it here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Here's Chandler, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. His second rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Commanders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. The extra point up and good by Garibay.
And this is back to an 8-point game.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Finding space at the 40. Still on his feet.
Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Burrow looking to pass. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Here we go, here we go. 11 empty.
Now it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is goes up to 15 now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's going to wind up and air it out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Daxton Hill picks it off.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back into 32. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Burrow. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Commanders are right back in this football game.
They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Off the play fake. Madden trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Looking to throw. Madden. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. because otherwise you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This pass complete to Higgins.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Now it's Burrow. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. There goes Green. Past the 20.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, partner, this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play, because remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down. And they may be going backward here. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Play action. It's Burrow.
Jonathan Allen, the former first-round pick, getting in there to bring him down.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
Throwing to start the drive.
Madden. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st down, Madden.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
McPherson on for the point after.
And the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now it's Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
11.
Burrow. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete.
And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end.
Now Burrow. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
A little bit of a dangerous throw in a tie ball game, because your job, make sure the worst thing that happens to your offense is that you go into overtime. That could have been a game changer there if he came down with that interception.
So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson.
And it is good. He splits the uprights on a chip shot. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Bengals, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
I'm really out for blood this time. Look.